Hey, what's up guys, it's Phantom here, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So, in today's video, I'm just going to be quickly doing a little updated version of my, gear guide sort of thing, like the best stats that you can get. Sorry, the music is just, I can't, man, I can't. But anyways, so basically, I'm going to be doing, an updated best stats for max level, for Fire Wizards, because, guys, in the past week, I have been working so hard to get all the new gear, basically, that has come out, along with a few other things that you guys will see. So yeah, anyways guys, let's get right into it. First I'm going to show you the base stats, right here. So obviously Visionary 130. These stats are significantly better than my stats that I had in the other video. Maybe I'll leave a link to the other video in the description down below, but there is better gear that's come out, so it's time to do an updated version, guys. So anyways, taking a look here, we've got 8,000 health. Okay, this is really insane, and I know what you're thinking, like, how do you have 8,000 health on a Fire Wizard, right? I mean, guys, these stats are incredibly good. Let me just say that right now, okay? They're not like the max stats that you can get, but they're really good, and you guys will come to see that. So anyways, we got 8,000 health right here. Very good. Honestly, it was definitely impossible to get this amount of health before the Catacombs, but, you know, the Catacombs made it possible, so thank you to them. But yeah, the gear is very good. So we got 166 damage right here. Also very high. I think in my last video I had around like 162 damage or something. So it went up a few points. They didn't increase damage too much. But really, the main thing is the health. And also you do need to sacrifice some other things though to get these stats, and I'll get to that in a minute. But we obviously, I'm going for hitter stats. Like, these are the best stats for a Fire Wizard, you know? Like, not obviously if you're not like jading or something, so obviously you just got like 28 resist. I'm gonna socket more resist, I think, eventually, but for right now that's not too important. And then I got 18 accuracy, so overall pretty good all around. This is an offensive geared like showcase, obviously, but because Fire's like an offensive school. So yeah, anyways, for the crit here we got 93%. It's not quite 100%. I don't think that's possible to get like this amount of health and like that amount of damage with 100% critical. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I highly doubt it. So anyways, we got a 93% crit chance. It's definitely really good. I pretty much crit like almost every time. Like, it's very rarely that I don't critical, so it's not a huge deal. As for block, that doesn't matter too much, but the gear that they did release in the Catacombs does give block, or at least some of it does, and you guys will see that. Healing, I've got more healing in, I think, than last time, so yeah, that obviously comes from the gear that we're about to showcase. 77% power pip, that could be better, but that is one of the stats that you sacrifice along with mana to get, like, you know, this crazy amount of health and everything, even when you have so much damage in critical. And then obviously 9% shadow. I don't think that changed much. I don't think they changed the shadow pip on the gear, so I don't know. Moving on to the stats though, so we've just got Dragoon gear right here. Obviously Dragoon's Fiery Helm. It's very good. If you guys want to see how this compares to the Paradox, it's right there. So obviously it gives more health, more power pip, some more pierce, which is good, and more crit. So obviously very good. So is that Mass Fire Trap. That Mass Fire Trap is really good. So that's really cool. But yeah, right there. Got the Dragoon Helm. This is actually a piece of gear that I just got today, like an hour ago. When I was farming Tennyson, I really wanted to get this robe because it is basically the best robe in the game for Fire. Here's how it compares against the Rattlebones one. That was the one I was rocking in the previous gear stats video. But obviously this one gives just a little bit more health, critical, power pip. It's basically just a little bit better. Don't really need that combustion card, so obviously it is very worth it to get this. So really happy that I got that. Actually on my second run too, so that's kind of insane. But anyways, yeah, very good robe right there. This robe has been out for a very long time, so yeah. Anyways, moving on to the boots, we've got the Dragoon boots. See, these are like, okay, these boots are just insane, right? Like, you have more than 1,000 health, okay, 8% power pip, 10 resist, that's standard stuff, 135 crit, guys. That is crazy. So is 36 damage. That's wild. And then obviously you got your shadow pip chance and outgoing healing, but you also get cards for this. You get a potent trap TC and a sharpened blade TC, which means that's basically just another blade and feint. So you could put like now with these boots, you could put like I think 4 feints on a person, right? If you have treasure card feints as well. So that's just crazy that they did that. But yeah, if you do get this gear, guys, you'll be very ready for the new world. Here, we'll compare these to my other boots that I was rocking, the Nimbari boots here. So obviously, you lose out on a little bit of resist, but that's literally about it. And you get 2 amazing cards out of it. So I don't know. I think it is a fair trade. But Jesus, why is the music so loud in Unicorn Way? I think that's just me. Anyways, where were we? Okay, so wand, I've got the Caputin's grappling hook. I'm pretty sure this did change since the last video. Like, definitely a lot of gear has changed, with the release of the Catacombs and everything. And I'm sorry, I feel like this video is a little bit late because the Catacombs came out a while ago, but with double reagents, it made it really easy to collect the rest of the gear. So I'm happy I did that. So we've got the grappling hook here. This is from the Sinbad Horde pack. Oh, and if I didn't mention it before, that's from the Catacombs. That is from Corporal Tennyson, and that is from the Catacombs. So just thought I'd clear that up for you guys who were wondering. But this is from the Sinbad Horde pack. It's in the Crown Shop. It's actually a pretty decent pack. The wands are very, very good. It's even better than the what's it called? You know, fuck. I don't remember. It's better than the Catacombs wands. There we go, guys. But yeah. So that's the wand right there. Obviously, just a ton of crit and a ton of damage. You lose out on 1 square socket, but I mean, I don't know. What was I using before? I think it was Ignis's thing, right? Focus Torch Staff. I think that's what I was using. But there you go, guys. There's just a comparison with the revered wand right there that I was using before. But this one obviously gives a lot more crit. So this next piece of gear, also from the Catacombs, it's Dragoon. It's Dragoon's Fiery Dagger. I feel like this one's going to be a bit controversial because the thing about this is if you compare it to the Morgantha Fame, you're actually losing a lot of power pip. You're losing a lot of power pip, and what else are you losing? You're losing some outgoing, I guess, and you're losing a lot of mana. So those are the 2 things that you have to sacrifice. A little bit of power pip and a little bit of mana, but I found that like 75% power pip is still pretty damn high. You will get power pips very often, but anyways, yeah, basically I just I've got the dagger here. If you see that health comparison, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm able to get so much health is because of this Athame. It gives over 1,000 if you socket jewels, so I mean, that's just crazy. And then of course I socketed some crit and also some extra blades, so there you go. The Dragoons also gives a lot more block, as you can see. I'm not sure if they're trying to bring block back into the meta. I think that might be what they're doing with this. And they might just have to like slowly integrate it back into their gear, because they kind of killed block a while ago. But you know. Oh, and also you can just mix and match this gear, of course. If I want to equip this, I can. Obviously, then I'll get some power pit back, but I'll lose out on some health. So it's kind of up to preference, but I do prefer having a lot of health. I think it's very, very good. So this next one we have the Dragoon's Fiery Charm. If we compare it to the Amulet of Divine, you're actually getting a lot more health with the Dragoon gear. You're also getting more block, and you get actually that Fire Dragon card. Surprisingly, really useful. Actually, it's basically just a better meteor. So I mean, obviously that's really cool. You get you lose out on a little bit of pierce. The big thing here is you lose it on some crit as well. And obviously, I think I'm gonna mix and match with this amulet, of course, because that extra crit is really good, but the extra health is also really good. So, like I said, it's up to preference of what you want to choose. But you know, I'm just rocking with this right now. But you know, amulet's still very good. So, anyways, that is from the Catacombs as well. If we go to the ring, this ring is very good. It's also the Dragoon's ring. It gives here. If we compare it to the Mimic ring. You get more health, you lose it on mana. That's the thing with this gear. It doesn't have mana on it, so I don't know, that's not that big of a deal. I've found I can still get by on 150. It's not too bad, so I don't know. I don't notice the loss too much, except having to refill mana a little bit more frequently. But I don't see the point really in just having like 600 mana. I don't know. I think that's just pointless. But obviously you get a lot more crit with this ring, so I would highly recommend it. You also get 1 more damage. And then a little bit more incoming, and then the same jewel sockets. So it's not that much different besides the crit. I mean, that crit difference is big. Like, that will definitely change your stats for the better or for the worse. For the pet, I'm pretty sure I'm rocking the same thing. Just a triple crit, triple damage pet right here. Got your boy Jack, you know. So obviously this pet, it's very good. It's got, you know, the triple damage, the triple crit. Sometimes I do switch to Chase. He's my Archfiend for the spell proof as well as the quint damage. So obviously that's really good. But yeah, I mean, I could equip this, and you guys can see what my stats will look like. So if we do this, I'm actually at 171 damage, which is pretty insane. I get a little bit more resist, but then I lose out on roughly 17% crit, I think. Yeah, roughly that amount. But yeah, otherwise it stays the same. So this is just if I want to get like a bit more damage and resist. These stats are a little bit more balanced for that. But I like running full offensive, so I'm gonna go with Jack for that one. Obviously, the pet kiosk guys can give you all the pets you really need. They made it just so much easier to get the gear and everything. But yeah, obviously from the catacombs, I crafted all this gear, by the way. I didn't get any of it as a drop from bosses, because it's double reagents right now, so you might as well craft them. But anyways, that's from the Sinbad Horde pack, catacombs, Corporal Tennyson, and catacombs. For the mount, I got the Fire Gulcher, just for that extra 3%. It's very, very nice to have. So right there, obviously that's from the Gulcher's Horde pack. Hopefully you guys took advantage of that while, you know, the super sale was going on, so obviously that just helps out just that much better. So here's the Rasputin deck. I actually have what is it called? Gosh, I forgot his name. What was the name? It's I know it. Omen, that's his name. I got the Omen deck here, but I already have the 10% Power Pip Jewel on the Rasputin deck, so this is just what I'm rocking. The only thing that is better is the, I think the Paradox deck gives you maybe a little bit more crit and damage and health, but that's about it. It still has a triangle socket. So anyways, moral of the story, you just want a deck with some decent crit, decent block, some health, and then you want that triangle socket, because that makes up for a lot of Power Pip that you guys lose. So obviously that's from Rasputin. This Omen deck is from Omen here. I renamed it, but as you can see, Lufalim's Blazing Array. But the Paradox deck also works fine, guys. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Just wanted to give you an update on my gear and how it's working. So hopefully you guys are satisfied with the stats. I know I am. Obviously, you have to sacrifice a few things like the mana and the Power Pip, but I don't find it to be that big of a deal. I think it's worth it to get 8,000 health, almost max crit, and 166 damage. I mean, guys, this gear is really good. It's like game-changing. So, obviously, it's going to help me for whenever the next world comes out, guys. But if you are going to farm for reagents, I hope that you do so today, because I think this is the last day that it's double reagents. So if you remember, take advantage of that and get like a lot of alchemical extract to craft this gear, because guys, it's definitely worth it. I know a lot of people aren't going to go for the ring and the amulet and the athame, but I did it for the health, guys, and I mean, it's pretty good. So obviously it requires a lot of alchemical extract to get, and I've been farming this whole week. Literally just all week, hours and hours and hours after school. But anyways, it was worth it. I completed all my gear. So anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like down below. I hope this was helpful to you. I hopefully you guys are content with the stats. Not everything is to the max, but you know, it's still pretty close. So anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this in the future, Wizard and Pirate. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.